underwater panther, or known in Ojibwa as the Mishipeshu, is one of several Native American beings that they believe influenced the indigenous people's lives in the northeastern woodlands and the Great Lakes region. When peering at these images that I'm sharing, they are free media and found easily in several universal sites that share the photos openly. You can see the similar details from one image to the next. There's overwhelming similarities that are noted. Often referred to as mythological water beings, what is mythological to a European are true beliefs to many of the indigenous culture, and thus should be treated more as a belief, but we will often refer to in both terms as we roll through these videos. As oral traditions do indeed refer to these otherworldly beings as somewhat mythological in their own teaching and tells at times. The word translates to Great Lakes, with a distinct look of a giant like cat or panther. It is often peering directly at the viewer and sports some antlers that shoot off in various directions. It also has sharp claws, and some have dagger-like protrusions running across their back and tail, but not always. Most also have a heart line or a lifeline, which is a curvy line that extends from the outside of the carving into the inner of the petroglyph. These lifelines or heart lines are often found on petroglyphs that represent immortal beings. Whenever we've encountered human carvings, they do not have these inner to outer heart lines. They're mortal. This water panther, it's not only found in northeastern symbolism, but it's found in other cultures that seem to share a similar belief in many areas across the country, including some sightings in the Mississippian cultures. What does he stand for? Some factors we can identify and know. Others we'll never know or be 100% sure. Indigenous cultures believe in three different worlds that exist, the upper, middle, and lower realm. But the water panther is often thought to be the underwater representative from the lower world culture that is often the counter to the thunderbird of the upper realm. There is also the middle world, and there's representations of other mythological beings from that. The indigenous people would often have various ceremonies to bring equilibrium and appeasement to the panther and the thunderbird. And with all of this information, we of the Allegheny River Valley, the upper valley, has experienced the underwater panther petroglyphs or carvings in several locations. When assisting with a project that's been taking place over the last 2 years, we've experienced additional panther carvings in various locations in southwestern Pennsylvania and have documented and photographed them in detail. You always have sketches, standard photos, and now photogrammetry is being used to closely document in extreme detail in a 3D-like form. It's giving one of the most comprehensive studies and documentations. The most obvious and accessible is Parker's Landing. With countless photos online, you can see the details clearly. The site was recorded by James Swelger in 1974. He put in the time to record the Parker's petroglyph along with an assistant. These petroglyphs were some that we revisited to get accurate details. This extensive rework and re-recording were done by a team, Ken Burkett, Brian Fritz, and Tom Rabbit. Three very skilled archaeologists with countless years of experience between them. To say that there's 130 plus years of combined experience is an understatement, and the work that they have invested is incredible. Along with this Parker site, there are additional sites that we've come across and found similar carvings and representations. These recordings and photos remain in files only at this time until everything is properly recorded. To record the Parker site, you must wait for the carvings to be exposed to evaluate them. This occurs for only 3 months out of the year, otherwise they are underwater. If you wish to see the water panther without the travel to Parker's Landing and the wait for the water to recede, you can see exact molds of the petroglyph at their original size as well. They're found at the Jefferson County History Center in Brookville, Pennsylvania. There are additional indigenous information and displays that you will find there as well. On that note, Timber Adventures wants to thank you once again for watching and joining us. Please share and subscribe.